All right, go live. All right, three, two, one. Hey, friends, how's everybody today? It's your boy Keith back with another show. I know y'all don't hear the music back there. My intro, Marvin Gaye, what's going on? But that's okay. We'll catch it next time. So, how's everybody doing out there today? I hope everybody had a good week. I had a week off from last week's show, uh, but I haven't forgot about this week's show. So we're back again. Of course, I got my girl Nicole with me. How you doing, Nicole?
Hey, good evening.
Doing all right?
I'm good. How are you?
Everything's good. Everything's good. You had a good week?
I did. I had a blessed week.
That's
How about
good.
yourself?
It was all right. Can't complain. It was cold at first of the week, but it warmed up. You know,
Yeah,
that's what you
yeah,
that's what you get down here. You know, you get 4 seasons in one week. You know.
yeah. The switch up.
Yeah, the switch up. But Nicole, last time we was on the show, like I say, we skipped last week. On our last show, we did dating fatigue, and we
Right.
said we was gonna jump back into that. We was gonna do a part two on dating fatigue, and so here we are. And of course, we're live on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. And if you want to be a part of TikTok, go on TikTok. Um, Go on the Dating Shane page on TikTok. Hit the little two people icon right there, and invitation will come to me, and I will accept the invitation. And you will be on TikTok. I don't know if Nicole gonna be with us today live, but she's on the phone, so we're doing it like that. But Nicole, you the same thing now. You want to get on TikTok? If not, it's cool. We got you on the phone,
All
and
right, we'll give it a try.
you'll give it a try. And of course, it's a call-in show. Anybody want to call in, voice their opinions, please feel free to do so. 870-397-1219. That's 870-397-1219. Call in, give me your opinion. Or either put a comment in on one of the platforms, YouTube, Facebook, or TikTok. I'll read it out and we'll take it from there. All right. So, Nicole, before we get started, we got to put that disclaimer in there. Can't forget that.
That's right.
All right. So now the views and the opinions of the Dating Shane podcast is strictly of the host. That's myself and Nicole. So if we step on any toes or offend anyone, it's purely incidental. But you know how it goes. If that shoe fit,
Wear it.
there it is. So that's what's happening. So now, dating fatigue, part two. So now, last time on the last show, we talked on part one, Nicole, we talked about what is dating fatigue. I don't think we really got in depth on what it is. So now,
Hmm.
let me ask you, Nicole, what is dating fatigue?
So dating fatigue is pretty much emotional, mental, and physical burnout.
Okay.
It be caused by repetitive or the cycle of repetitiveness or the
Mhm.
cycle of searching for that special someone, searching for
Okay.
love.
Okay. And so you saying repetitive cycle. Uh,
Right. So you out there, you trying to find that special someone, you keep either running into the same things, and you
mhm.
just can't seem to find that special person.
Okay.
It gets old.
Hmm.
That repetitiveness, that getting to know you stage, all
Hmm.
these questions,
Yeah.
it gets old. So
Okay.
it leads to a burnout.
Mm, mm, So is it the approach from that other person? Is it you're seeing the same old out of the person that you are contemplating on being involved with, or what? I mean, how are you looking at that?
Okay, well, the first part of it is you're not seeming to connect with anyone.
Hmm.
And looking for that connection with someone, you're meeting people and people are trying to get to know you or you're trying to get to know them. It's the same old questions. What do you like to do? What do you do in your free time? Or what movies you like, where do you like to go eat? It's the same questions over and over, trying to get to know a person.
Okay.
You know, you're it's not switching up because everybody, asking the same type of questions. So it's hearing that over and over again, and you're still not making a connection. That can definitely lead to burnout. Like, okay, here are these questions again. That definitely leads to a burnout.
Right. Okay. So now, I mean, you go through life. If you're not pretty much with that person you've been with for years, and let's say you're out on a dating, you're in the dating pool, and you've been with someone, you've been with a person for years. Would you say that person who's just getting back out in the dating scene, can they experience dating fatigue, in your opinion?
Well, I think it depends on how long they've been on the dating scene. If they're just starting, no, they're not going to experience dating fatigue because they're just getting back out there. But for a person who's actually trying to find that special someone, and they've been doing it for months or a year or so, they can experience the dating fatigue. But if you're just kind of getting back out there, no, you're going to be excited, or just the excitement of looking, or just being out there because you've been with this one person. Now you're free to do whatever you want to do.
Right.
So no, that person will not experience the dating fatigue.
Okay. Gotcha. So now, what would you say would cause, I mean, we know the definition of dating fatigue. So what would cause a person to go through the experiences of dating fatigue? What, in your opinion, what would you think causes this?
Repeated rejection, getting ghosted. And like I said, that same old questioning, what do you like to do? What do you like to do in your free time? What do you do for work? The same questions over and over, the same conversations you're getting from different people. And just that you're not able to find that special someone.
Right. Okay. So that person would pretty much experience this dating fatigue. They're tired of the same old, like you say, when you say rejection, they're experiencing rejection. That can cause, that can be a result of dating fatigue. I would think, to me, that's just a part of experiencing the dating pool, because you can't get everything that you put your eyes on to get,
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, of course you're gonna get rejections, but like I said, if you've been doing that, and that depends on the person, on the time frame. Like I said, if you're really looking for that a special someone in your life, depending on the time frame, it'd be months or a year. You're not going to experience dating fatigue right off. It's going to take a while.
Right.
I mean, you can't say like, okay, in maybe 3 months, 3 or 4 months, you had the same conversation with maybe 2 or 3 people. You're not going to experience dating fatigue like that. But if it's been maybe 6, 7, 8, 9 months, and you've met different people here and there, and you just still can't get that connection, then you're going to experience the dating fatigue. And it could be longer. It could be a year, 2 years. So it also, it depends on that individual person on when they may experience dating fatigue. Some people may not. Some people may like meeting different people, talking to different people, and just chop it up. Okay, that's, I met that person, talked to that person on with the next.
Mhm.
But some people, they may really be wanting that special someone in their life, and to not be able to find that and still getting the same conversation, the getting to know you, the same how's your morning, how's work, whatever.
Yeah.
That can lead up to dating fatigue.
Okay. I got you. So really a person is looking for originality, authentic.
It's I don't think that they're actually looking for originality. I think they're just looking for connection and not being able to find that connection. Okay. I mean, you could, the next person you meet, they probably have the same lines or the same getting to know you, but that you could actually connect with this person. They probably show you interest. You may show interest in them. You may connect. It's just the not being able to connect over a certain amount of time, or going through all these different people and not being able to connect with them.
Right. Okay. So now what could be a remedy for this?
So
in your opinion, of course, I'm asking your opinion.
Dating fatigue, you can take a break. Just kind of gather yourself. Take a break from the dating scene. Don't have high expectations.
Right.
And you most definitely have to view dating as a process. It's definitely a process. And the stakes are high. It's like a job search. It's high. So especially, you want to find that special someone, you definitely, you want to get to know a person. And just don't look at it as just a couple of people that you don't connect with. Don't think that's all there is.
Right. Okay. And family, like I say, we're live on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. And you want to be a part of the show. By the way, we're in episode 87. This 87th episode of The Dating Shame. Plenty topics. If you want to go back and review some of the shows, go on my YouTube page, The Dating Shame. There you'll catch the show, many shows, many topics about today's dating scene. That's what we talk about here. We encourage everyone to call in, voice your opinion about today's dating scene, no matter what show it is or what type of topic you want to talk about, the ups and downs, the ins and outs. Why is it so hard these days to find that person to date, a person that want to date you? So please call in or give me a comment on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Like I say, it's a call-in show also, 870-397-1219. Call in. Give me your opinion. Let's talk about it. Let's chop it up. And we're talking about dating fatigue, part 2. We talked about this on the last show a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and we're getting into it again because it was such an interesting conversation last time, excuse me. And Nicole is saying that, people are growing tired because, especially today, and Nicole, you probably agree with me when I say this, especially today, how hard it is, because I hear a lot of people say how hard it is to date. It shouldn't be this hard,
Right.
And so, go ahead.
No, go ahead, finish your.
And so, people can be very fatigued these days. You got, everybody pretty much want to do their own thing. They don't want to put the time and effort in to date someone. Or, in my opinion, if the time and effort is there, people don't want to. They either looking over it, feel like they look at it with the attitude of, well, this is what you're supposed to be doing anyway, or something like that. it's these things, that can cause, in my opinion, can cause dating fatigue. I got a comment here on YouTube. She says her first time listening in. Say hello, hello. This God's chosen one. Okay, God's chosen one. Hello. Thanks for tuning in. We're talking about dating fatigue today. And you want to put a comment in, please feel free to do so. You want to call 870-397-1219. Call, give me your opinion. We're on TikTok also. So we're talking about dating fatigue. We're asking this question: Why is people fatigued about dating? Why is it so tiring these days? Why? What causes it? Nicole, she went in depth on a few things. My co-host, she went in depth on a few things about that can cause dating fatigue. Why people getting tired of it. One thing she said was getting tired of trying to meet someone with the fear of being rejected. You're thinking that this person is out trying to find someone to date, but you may find out that they're out for a different reason. What do you think about that, Nicole?
Yeah, that could be one of the reasons why people experience dating fatigue. I know I've been through that.
Okay.
That's kind of the not connecting with other people. You never know a person's reasons why they're trying to meet someone.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can definitely get burned out if a person don't have the same reasons to date as you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that you're not dating for the same purpose, and that's when your boundaries come in as well. You're asking me how can a person overcome the dating fatigue. That's one thing is setting boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely want to set boundaries.
Right. Okay, so you saying they don't want to set boundaries, or they are setting boundaries?
No, you should set boundaries so you don't have to go into that. The person's not dating for the same person as. I'm sorry, the same purpose as you.
Okay. Just for the say what you say, the same person. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, they could try to date for a totally different purpose, and your purpose is finding that special someone to connect with, and that can be other reasons they're trying to date or looking for someone.
Right.
So when them boundaries come in, that kind of get rid of all that extraness, or however long you spend on trying to get to know this person as well.
Okay. So I mean, from what I hear from the people I talk to, it's a jungle out there. As far as in the dating pool, you got all these dating apps. People catfishing, not being real about what they want or what they're looking for and all that type of stuff, And so I can understand the fatigue, they're just ready to give up,
Absolutely. You mentioned the dating apps. That's another reason why people can get dating fatigue. You're doing all this swiping. Pretty soon it's just going to be mindless swiping.
Right.
Then you finally just over it.
Yeah. Until you just get to a point where you're just using the dating apps for entertainment, practically.
Right.
It's just entertainment because you see that nobody's serious. This can't be what dating has come to.
Right.
They wanna send you sex pictures. They wanna, not even been talking or texting you 10 minutes and they off into the sex talk and all that type of stuff. This is what dating has come to, So yeah, I get it when you say the dating fatigue. You know, this is where we at now. You
Yeah.
see, so what you try to do is you try to go into it, weed out all the bad. You know, it's like walking through a 100 acres of tall grass, trying to find the smooth spot. You know.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely want to look for the red flags to, like I said, set those boundaries. You may also want to change up your approach or prioritize yourself. You know, hang out with friends more. Do stuff that make you happy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. So yeah. So you know, I don't know. You know, some people might look at it as challenging. You know, you have to walk through fire in order to be refined, in order to get rid of all the rough edges. So you may have to walk through this high grass. You may have to go through all this in order
Mhm.
to make you a better person.
Exactly. Sometimes things you go through, you may have to take a look at yourself.
Mhm.
You know, not saying that you're doing something wrong, but maybe change your approach and maybe change your expectations.
Right, right, right. So now let's talk about the expectation thing then. Let's talk about that. Uh, Putting that high expectations on a person. You think that causes dating fatigue? Hold on a second, Nicole. I got a call coming in. Hold on just a second there.
Okay.
Hello, dating Shane.
Yo, what's going on, son?
What's happening? What's happening? What's going on?
Doing all right, sir?
Hold on just a second there. Let me merge in with my girl Nicole there. All right. All right. Now, caller, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. So now I got a call in. Now, who am I speaking with? Yes, sir. You still on the phone? Hello?
Yeah. I'm on the phone, man.
All right. Now, who am I speaking with now? Huh?
This LB. I'm on the phone, man. I'm trying to see what lady you talking to, and you know who she is, and
well,
you know,
I got my
I'm
co-host.
waiting on her to say something.
Well, I got my co-host with me, Nicole. Nicole, this is LB calling in. I guess LB, you calling in. You want to talk about what we're talking about on the show tonight?
I know.
Huh? What'd you say?
I said I know who it is, man.
Okay.
Hello, LB. This is Nicole.
Yes, ma'am. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm good, baby. How your day been going?
So, do you have any comments on dating fatigue?
Well, well, yeah, you know, at a certain age, everybody should have an opinion, you know, on it.
Mhm.
You understand?
So what's your opinion? I'd like to hear your opinion on it.
Okay, dating fatigue. Okay, we have this thing where we get used to each other, you know, and that can, you know, grow old. That's another way two people will grow old on each other, you know, and that's why you got to keep up the fire in your relationship, and that takes both of y'all, not just one. Now, you know, if it don't work, then there you go, you know, somebody got to leave, you know, because it ain't working.
Okay, I hear you on that. Sometimes if you date someone and one person puts forth the effort, the other person not, you can definitely get tired of going through that. I hear you on that.
So you're talking. So you're talking about if a person is in a relationship, they're getting tired of that. We're talking about dating fatigue, not relationship fatigue.
It ain't necessarily got to be in a relationship. Relationship, marriage, and life. You know what I'm saying? You can get used to a person. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you don't have those big ties like marriage and, stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm.
it's easy to get tired or get used to somebody you just fool around with than somebody that you're married to. Because now you got to go through all that marriage stuff,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And especially that, man, it don't take just one person to try to work on it. It takes two. There you go.
Okay.
So Mr. LB, have you ever experienced dating fatigue, trying to find that special someone and you just kind of get over it?
Oh yeah, I've had witnessed that a couple times in life.
Yeah.
Just getting used to a person. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to move foot, they can get used to you. Like I already know what to expect of this person. You know what I'm saying? I already know. And everything, and then you get in this time frame with every day piece of stuff. It ain't getting greater. So on both parties, you tend to lose a little interest in it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if you losing interest in it, then I mean, I'll tell you something. Yeah, y'all evidently wasn't, it wasn't meant to be. It was just a factuation at my bad, but a factuation at the beginning of that relationship that you had with that person.
Well, again, like I say, now you're talking about relationship fatigue, getting tired of a person while you're in a relationship. Now we're talking about dating fatigue before you even get to the relationship part. We're speaking about dating fatigue when you're out there, you're looking for someone, you are in a dating pool, you want to date, but you keep getting the same stuff. You keep getting, like Nicole said, rejected. You keep you keep running into the same old type of person that that you're trying not to run into, you're trying to avoid, but this is what you're getting. See, we're not talking about relationships. We're talking about dating.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
When I say relationship, I mean a friendship could be a relationship. I don't mean like a relationship so as you my girl and I'm your man type of stuff. No, I'm being a relationship, a friendship, anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So far as dating, man, I mean, both of y'all got the choice with, I mean, if you don't feel like it's gonna work, then y'all move around. Both of y'all, before it get into something serious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And like I said again, go ahead.
I can see how that could lead up to dating fatigue. I mean, if you meet someone, if you friends, trying to get to know each other, and it don't work out for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
That could lead up to dating fatigue because you could probably go through that process with different people.
Right.
And you can say, I'm tired. I'm spending my time getting to know this person. It still don't work out.
Mm-hmm.
So that could definitely lead to dating fatigue.
Right.
I see what he's saying.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. All right, then, LB. You got any more opinions about it? You want to talk about it a little further?
We just dating, like going out on a date, talking, to one another every now and then. That's just it,
Well, you in that getting to know each other stage. You know what I'm saying? Before you go into the relationship, you in that getting to know each other stage.
Yeah, that's right. So no, it's actually a relationship, but it's not like we go together. You know what I'm saying? It's a hey, let's talk and let's kick it and let's see if we can come together with things. You know what I'm saying? That's relationship I'm talking about. But it ain't like country. It ain't 100.
Right.
You can go on a date with somebody just because you went on a date with them. Wrong thing. Think about it. If anybody go on a date with somebody they just met, say meeting somebody online, only thing you're doing is getting to know that person. So that's a date right there.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm talking about not a date. Dating is not just one time. You before you enter in a relationship, you have to get to know this person. So that's gonna take, I'm not gonna throw a time limit on it. It might take a week, it might take 2 weeks.
That's a relationship.
No, a relationship is committing. I'm gonna put that like that. It's committing to another person. That's a relationship. You committed to that person in ways. Dating is getting to know that person, which dating can also continue while you're married. You see, you just dating to keep things fresh, keep things, lively. You understand what I'm saying?
So if you're not married and you're dating, not a relationship, but dating, ain't that the same equal thing as getting to know a person?
Yes, you
get serious with them.
Yes, because you're getting to know this person.
Yeah,
you're dating them. Yeah. You want to add to that, Nicole?
No, I think y'all got
it.
Okay. Well, all right, LB. I appreciate the phone call, sir.
Oh yeah. And hopefully we can have more time for, we can all talk,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I
mean,
nice chatting with you, LB.
Already, baby. Take it easy, girl.
You as well.
Oh yeah.
All right. So that's that. All right there, LB.
So hey man, I'll get with you later.
All right.
All right.
All right. So that's LB right there. He called in with that comment about that. And then, like you say, Nicole, he hit a few points on that one,
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
Yeah.
I can understand where he's coming from. Yeah, that can definitely lead to dating fatigue. Like I said, it's the repetitiveness of it. If things not working out, and that's one of the things that if you keep meeting these people, you spending your time getting to know them, and for whatever reason it's not working out, then that can get old.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh yeah. So let's go ahead.
I was gonna ask, so people experiencing dating fatigue, how do you think this will affect a person?
What you mean when you say affect which person? The person that's experiencing the dating fatigue?
Yes, the person that's experiencing the dating fatigue. How do you think that would make a person feel?
Well, I mean, like I said earlier, people can get tired of the same old thing. Some of them, just give up. They just say, well, I mean, I know you've heard people say, well, I'm just going to wait for God to send me my person.
Exactly. That's the very reason why they say that. It's the dating fatigue.
And so they're going to wait for God to send me their person, Some might be waiting the rest of their life. I don't know,
But I think it probably affects people in different ways.
Mhm,
They probably, rely on their faith in God for the right person to come into their life,
right,
or it can probably do something to your self-esteem. It can
right.
probably decrease your self-esteem. Like, I can't find nobody. What's wrong with me? A lot of people would say that. What's wrong with me that I can't find anyone? Or you probably ignore red flags and start talking to this person with all these red flags going off, but you're pretty much settling for this person because you don't think you can find anyone else.
Right, right.
Or you just tired of going through that same old. And like, okay, well, this person, got this going on, but they still got these red flags behind the scenes or on the side.
Right. I don't think, as far as, in my opinion, when a person gets to that point where they looking at themselves, thinking that it's something wrong with them, to me, that's a wrong way to be thinking. That's a wrong way to be thinking because it's nothing wrong with you. It's this dating world that we're living in. We are bombarded with so much coming from all different directions. You got social media, you got your friends, you got your phones, you got this, you got that. You got so much going on until everything is the dating pool is poison, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
You see,
and I'm glad you put that out there because I have heard people say, it's hard for me to find someone. What's wrong with me? And like you said, it's not them.
Right.
It's the thing. It's the dating thing.
Right. And so when you get to that point where you ready to give up, and I'm not stepping on anybody's faith, anything like that. When you say I'm waiting on God to send me my person and all that type, you still have to do something. You see, if you the type of person that believe in love, then you don't give up. I mean, it's not going to happen the way you want. I don't know too many things in life happens exactly the way you want it to happen. You see, but you have to do something. Maybe.
Well, I don't think they're just totally giving up. I think they're just probably switching up the way they're going about dating, just kind of taking a calmer, just being more calm about dating instead of just, is this person? I think they say that I'm waiting for God to send me my person is they see the quality of the person. They use their faith and their just to see the quality of that person.
Right.
And not just, to see the red flags, they're gone. So I don't think just because they say I'm waiting for God to send me my person, that they're going to sit back at home and God's going to have the person knock on their door. I don't think that's not what they're saying.
Right. I mean, and that's why I say, when you start, if a person do think that way, that maybe it's me, maybe it's something wrong with me, I mean, it's okay to think like that. Then that just simply means if you having those type of thoughts that maybe it's something wrong with me, the reason why I can't, find that date. Well, switch your game up, change something about yourself, take a look at yourself. Is there something that you can look at yourself and say, well, maybe I should approach it this way, or maybe I should think this way, or maybe I should do this, or maybe I should do that. We all have room for improvement. There's something wrong with everybody, There's no perfect person walking on the face of the planet. Something you can change about yourself that can be attractive to someone. You see, you're gonna attract somebody. I don't care what it is. I don't mean whoever. You're gonna attract somebody. The thing is, what is it that you want to attract? You see, I mean, if you're walking around every day with a bad disposition about yourself, most likely you're gonna find a negative person. You see, because if you putting out negative energy gonna come back at you. If you putting out positive energy will come back at you. That's my belief, you know.
Mhm.
And so, thinking that something is wrong with you, that's a negative thought as in itself. You see. But now, on the other hand, if you that type of person that thinking too much about yourself, you see, that can turn into a negative too. When you walking around thinking that I'm too good for that person or that person or that person, then who are you good for? In your mind, you're only good for that person that you think you're good for. Where is he? You see? Or where is she? See? So all these things that you got coming at you, us in this dating world, we can't, it's hard to these days. It's hard to get that person that you can merge with, you can mesh with, because everybody got their own thing going where they can shut you out easily. If I'm a person, I got 10,000 followers. My thought is, well, that person don't talk to me. I got 999 more, 900, 9,999 more. See, those type of thoughts can easily creep in on us. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
They're really not thinking about dating. They're thinking about their self gratification. They're not looking to date nobody. And see that those type of things can throw you off. You say what you want, but do you really know what you want? You see?
Right.
And so that fatigue, that can cause fatigue, let's put it like this, Nicole. That person who's looking to date, how do you let me see, how can I put this? How do you not know that person is not experiencing dating fatigue if you are?
Right. That's a good question. That's a good way of looking at it, and it could be.
You see, I mean, they're experiencing the same thing that we are. They got a phone, they can go online, they can go on social media, they can do all that. They see what's happening. You see, and
you're both experiencing dating fatigue. And that's why you get a lot of well, I don't know about some of the reasons why you get ghosting. Some people probably just like, throw their hands up in the middle of meeting someone, be like, you know what, I'm tired of this. I don't want to do this.
Right.
I think I said I made a comment before one of the other shows that I met someone, the guy kept asking me questions, same questions I've heard over and over again. And I was like, you know what? This is not an interview. I'm not. We are not in a job interview. I felt like he was trying too hard.
Right.
And he could have been experiencing dating fatigue as well. But I definitely was. I'm like, you know what? These are dumb questions. Just talk to me and get to know me. I was so over it. And I'm sure he was too, especially when I told him, that's way too many questions. Just have a conversation. So I think in that case, we both were experiencing dating fatigue.
Right.
I think he was ready to find his person, but I felt like you're too pushy with these questions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not gonna find the one that's gonna fit your expectations to a T
Right.
by asking these questions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that irritated me.
Okay. 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 So in your view, he must have been experiencing dating fatigue also.
I think yes,
Mhm.
if he was.
Yeah. 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 So yeah, I can get that. I can see that, you know. So when y'all clash like that, y'all like two magnets, you know. One going that way, nothing going the other way, huh? When you know how you put the magnets on opposite sides.
The positive and negative, yes.
Right. You know, and they you know, they go away from each other, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you're clashing.
Right.
You're just clashing. You're butting heads. Yeah. So you probably do get a bunch of that as well, and people not knowing that they are experiencing the dating fatigue.
Right. Okay. So yeah, so all those things, you know, it can cause that, bring in, you know, dating fatigue, you know, like I say, you're going through all this and that, you're seeing this, you're seeing that, you know, that's why we got the show going on, Nicole. That's why I call it the dating shame. Why is it so hard? You know, because of
Absolutely.
this. You know, people talk about it all the time. You know, why is it like this? Why is it like that? It's not like the way it used to be. It was so simpler. It was so easy. You know, and I can agree with that. It was. You know, you can easily just walk up to a woman or a man and start talking to them. You know, strike up a conversation. Now you do that now. You know, people look at you like you're crazy. You know,
Yeah.
like you some type of stalker or you might want to, you know, do a crime to him or something like that. You know, I don't know.
And just think about it. Everybody's saying dating is hard. You know, the dating pool have pee in it. These people are experiencing dating fatigue. They're tired of the same old. They're tired of the not connecting. They're tired of the BS people are putting out there. That's all part of dating fatigue.
Right. And so, you know, I mean, as long as you interacting with people, as long as you know, like I said, I mentioned the dating apps earlier. You go on a dating app, and you got to understand, once you put a picture and a profile up and all that, you're putting yourself out there for the whole world. That's what you're doing.
Right.
So you have to expect crazies, because you're not going to get normal thinking people all the time. You're going to get crazies. It's what it is. It's like I said about walking through a field of grass. You know, you got weeds everywhere until you find that good spot. And that's what you're going to get. That's just like in the dating world. You got to weed out the bad before you can find that good. Is it a time limit on it? I don't know. That's where the dating fatigue comes in at. You know, so you can't.
And I don't think it's all just bad. I think it's just hard to find a connection. So many people are into different things. And I think they feel like this other person has to align just right with them to connect with them, which you really don't. You just have to find a common ground and go on that.
Right. And I can agree with that. I can agree with that 100%. So yeah. So that's that dating fatigue part 2, Nicole. We gonna wrap that up on that note right there. And as always, we'll be back next week with another interesting and exciting topic about dating.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Mhm. As always, Nicole, I always enjoy that woman's point of view. If LB still out there listening, I appreciate the phone call, my brother. Keep calling in, keeping this thing going. All my viewers on TikTok, I see y'all out there. Comment sometime. You want to call in, 870-397-1219. Call in, be a part of the show like LB did. Miss God's Chosen One. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Keep tuning in. Keep it going. We're going to wrap that up. That's the nice show. Nicole, you had you a nice week.
Thank you. You as well.
All right. And we'll holler at you next week.
All right. Later.
All right. All right, family. That's it for the nice show. And like I say, we're gonna do it again next week on the Dating Shame. I'll wrap that up for the night. We're going to catch you again next week on another exciting show. Like I said, we're in episode 87. You want to be a part of the show, just tune in. Look at my YouTube page, looking at any other 86 shows. TikTok, we're live on TikTok and Facebook every week as well as YouTube. Want to be a part of the show, tune in. We can get it going. All right. That's a nice show, family. And we'll catch you next time on another episode of the Dating Shame. Until then, everybody be cool and be safe. Peace.